Hey everyone, Jared here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about what it means to be a music teacher. Today is March 9th, 2021. I've got a bunch of lessons lined up today, so I just want to give you kind of an inside look into what it's like to teach drum lessons and also talk about some of the pros and cons of being a music educator. So, here we go. Alright, first off, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory so you kind of know where I'm coming from. My name is Jared. I have been drumming for most of my life. I went to school in Nashville, Tennessee and got a degree in music performance, commercial music degree from Trevecca Nazarene University. I graduated in December of 2016. I got married the next month, and I've been teaching drum lessons since then. Drum lessons is not my only source of income. I also have a church gig. I play every week at the Heights Church, which is here in Richardson. So that's another part of my income, but my main income is from teaching private lessons. I did not see myself as a music teacher. I ended up realizing that touring can be really cool, but it is not for me. I really wanted to have a job or try to structure my job closer to a regular quote-unquote job. It's still not a regular job at all. I always thought of teaching music sort of as like if you couldn't make it as a performing musician. I have fallen in love with it, and I've realized that it is a really great career. Here are some of my thoughts on teaching music lessons for a living. Some of the cons to being a music teacher. I'd say the biggest con is that you are likely going to have less interaction with other musicians. You're not going to get as much gigging experience. You're not going to get as many opportunities to collaborate with other musicians because you're spending all your time teaching. You're spending all your time with students. It's a trade-off. It's different. One of the other cons of being a music teacher, especially if you're going to do it by yourself, so you're just like have your own private lesson business, you're not teaching through a music store, something like that, is there's a lot more administrative work and organization that has to go into it than perhaps if you were on a gig or maybe you're just playing for one artist or a couple artists. That's possibly another con to going the music teacher route, is it does bring on a lot more administrative skills that you're going to have to learn and become comfortable with if you're going to be a successful music teacher. So, what are some of the pros of becoming a music teacher? To me, one of the biggest pros that I realized was schedule. You really have a lot more control over your schedule as a music teacher. You can structure it more like a 9-to-5 job. That is one of the big pros to being a music teacher, is you get to have a lot more structure and a consistent schedule than if you were a gigging musician. One of the other pros of becoming a music teacher is I actually think you can make more money faster, and here's why. If you think about it, when you become a music teacher, you are still in the music industry, but you've actually shifted industries a little bit, and you're now in the education industry. And here's why I think that is great, because now your audience is different. As a music teacher, as a drum teacher, I'm targeting parents, and I've found that is a really good way to make money, because these parents, they are willing to invest in their kids' education. Okay, one of the other pros that I love about teaching music is that I get to feel like I'm investing in people. This is one of the things that I love about teaching, is you get to feel like you're making an impact in those people's lives who you're seeing them every week. You're seeing them grow in their drumming. You're kind of getting to know them as a person and just kind of be there along the way, encouraging them and pushing them to grow. So a couple practical things you want to think about if you are considering becoming a music teacher. First off, it's very hard to get started. I'd say that's just true in general across the board with music. It takes a while to become established. When I started teaching, I had a couple of private students who started with me right away, just like 2 or 3 or 4, and then I was also teaching at a local music store as well. Have expectations that it's going to take a little bit at the beginning to get momentum, and you need to be willing to supplement your income other ways while you're starting out. Another practical note is you want to figure out a system for emailing and contacting your students, keeping a calendar, record of all your income and your expenses. So you're self-employed, so you need to keep track of all of those things. Another thing, if you're becoming a music teacher, that you want to think about is how are students going to find you? For me, this has been, like I said before, largely word of mouth, but also through my website. And it doesn't have to be fancy or the most professional website, but just make it clean and simple. You got to have something to send people. So websites are extremely helpful. Remember that as your job as a teacher is, I'd say more than anything, is just to be a good listener. It's not about you impressing your students or playing all these chops or anything. You really want to make it all about them. And if you are making it about them and you truly care about them, I think it's going to be a great experience for them. They're going to love the lessons, and that's when they're going to go word of mouth, spread the word around to their friends, and you're going to get more people to sign up. Okay guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I truly hope this was helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions about music teaching or pursuing a career in music, just leave a comment in the video. I would be more than happy to respond and reach out to you. These are a lot of questions and things that I didn't know myself. If you're interested in taking a drum lesson with me, you can email me at jaredshantos@gmail.com. Your first lesson is free, and I offer them in person here at my home studio and also through Zoom. I'd love to meet with you. Love to help you out in any way that I can. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.